the story of Crabby, the crab. Crabby lived on a busy tropical beach, and his life was stressful. There were always volleyball games going on. The humans would yell and scream, and sometimes he'd get pinched. Then there were the surfers. They'd splash him with their boards and totally ruin his chill set. One day, during a particularly rousing game of beach volleyball, Crabby got pinched right in the middle of a spike. "That's my shell, dude. Show some respect," he yelled, his voice cracking with both pain and anger. He stomped his claws on the sand, sending a spray of water and tiny crabs flying. As he walked along the shore, kicking up little whirlwinds of sand, he saw a wise old sea turtle named Zen. "Greetings, young Crabby," she said serenely. "You seem to be in a state of distress." "Distress?" Mick, Crabby said, surprised that she could tell. He tried to hide his bubbling anger. I just need to blow off some steam." Zen-Shell smiled. She'd seen many a troubled crab scuttle across her beach. "My dear Crabby," she said kindly, "the best way to find inner peace is to join me in a little yoga." Crabby rolled his eyes. "Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Lady Turtle." So they went to a quiet spot on the beach away from the volleyball game and the surfers. And Zen-Shell began to demonstrate some poses. "First, we're going to start with the seashell stretch. Reach your arms overhead and bend to the left," she instructed. Crabby did his best to mimic her, but his arms weren't that flexible. So instead of stretching, he just sort of bent and tipped over. This pose is really working out my back," he said sarcastically. A nearby seagull tilted its head in confusion as it watched him. Stretching wasn't the only thing that was difficult. The next pose, Ocean Wave Flow, involved balancing on one claw and flapping his other arm like a distressed sea lion. Of course, Crabby fell on his face again. "What even is this thing I'm doing? Why isn't it working?" he groaned. To his surprise, he heard a smattering of applause. A group of beachgoers had gathered around them and were watching their little yoga session. Crabby blushed and tried to hide, but it was too late. They'd already seen his best crab pose. But then something amazing happened. As the sun began to set and the yoga session ended, Crabby found himself wanting more. Maybe yoga wasn't so bad, he thought as he walked home along the beach. In fact, it was kind of fun, and maybe, just maybe, it would help him relax and enjoy the beach a little more. The next day, Crabby was feeling much better. He did a perfect crab pose on top of a nearby rock. As the sun set, he felt a sense of calm and serenity wash over him. He said quietly, feeling very zen.